Thank you.
So, Walter, a couple other things we want to get to you, if I can get out of here or around here.
Tight quarters.
It is. We need a building span. I need to check something before I get too far here. Quality control. Okay. First, Walter, I'm going to give you a plaque for your 30 years of service, which says presented to Walter P. Gottschalk in appreciation of your 30 years of dedicated service to Wassa in the Wastewater Treatment and Biosolids Recycling Department, 1978 to 2009. So, thank you very much. And the other piece, Walter, we thought you might want to take a little bit of the plant home with you.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Wow.
so,
Wow.
it's a little, it'll drive your eyes crazy,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
a lot of what you see here is what you were seeing on that loop of
Oh,
slides.
great.
Wow.
Wow.
It takes a while to pick up all the little pieces in there, but again, Walter P. Gottschalk, in appreciation of your 30 years of dedicated service, June 30th, 2009. Wow.
That's very nice.
Walter, thanks a lot.
Before we turn the floor over to Mr. Walter, I'd like everyone to give Ann and all those that helped out. I know Ann was kind of the head person organizing everything for the wonderful job that she has done preparing this celebration. Now, the man of the hour, Mr. Gottschalk.
Gosh. This is wonderful. Thank you. These are notes. Promise I won't go on forever and ever now, but it's. I know this is all taking place in the state of North Carolina, but I think currently I'm in the state of denial. 30 years, talk about the need to do a lot of major reprogramming and everything. So I have my challenges for me, but gosh, it's really been, it has been a lot of fun. It's really been neat. I actually just, thinking about it, I talked my way into getting the job here at Wassa. I attended UNC. I was interested in city and regional planning, but they did not have an undergraduate program for people, so instead I sort of wrote my own ticket and made something interdisciplinary studies, emphasis on urban studies. And along the way I discovered water pollution. Chapel Hill, especially way back in the 70s, 60s and 70s, the political mantra of the time was, this is a no-growth town. The town is perfect as is. We're not going to let this town grow. And so they literally, for political reasons, they were looking for reasons, how do we limit the amount of growth that takes place in this town? And of course, the periodic droughts made for a very handy way of limiting the amount of growth. But then, I guess Earth Day occurred, and all of a sudden there were things called water pollution control laws and standards for wastewater plants to meet. And guess what? This plant was badly out of compliance. And it could not, to save its soul, meet its discharge limits. And then so, anyhow, the state moved on to town. The state imposed a moratorium on people tying onto the sewer system. And you talk about all of a sudden, a town that's not supposed to be growing, a whole group of developers got together and rather quickly found some money, about $1.5 million, which was significant at that time, to go ahead and build the first activated sludge train. And about a month or so after that was built, that's when I came on the job. But the long and short is that got the town so that people could then tie back onto the sewer system. And it's been real interesting ever since then. And I feel as though I got into the wastewater business at a really great time. There was a lot of growth. Technology was taking off. And just all the things that we take as granted, daily operations here at the plant, you know, they're now just, yeah, you know, back in those days, they were really very significant things. And, you know, could the operation be kept going? And so it's really been very exciting. And then, of course, along the way, you know, just the big one, of course, the biological phosphorus removal. You know, to be involved in a project like that and that sort of development, that's a once in a lifetime thing. It's really wonderful, and all the people who we met and helped us. And seeing Joe out in the crowd, you know, one of the things has been the expansion of this plant. You know, our friendly contractors, you know, people, you know, we both, you know, love them and hate them. I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, when you guys, like you, build great things, it's wonderful, but in the process, gosh, is it ever going to get done? They're really causing us some issues. But anyhow, I'm rattling on a certain amount here, but you know, of course, the big thing has always been not only, you know, the plant, the performance, and everything else, but has been all the people involved. You know, all of you, and you know how wonderful each and every one of you, you know, has been to me, and it's really, you know, I'm going to miss everybody. It's a whole group of people, and it's a whole network of folks that it's going to be different. I know I've told myself tomorrow's Wednesday, working day, I'm going to sleep in a little bit. That's the first order of business. Then fortunately, down the street, you know, poor fellow, he's an unemployed software engineer, but they have a sailboat, and so he's asked me to go sailing on Jordan Lake on Thursday. So so I think I might, you know, take him up on that. And oh gosh, yeah. Well, it's I do have some feelings of guilt. I just, you know, I look around and all you good, honest, hardworking people, and shiftless, you know, retiree.
Not shiftless. You're not going to be shiftless.
There is a certain level of guilt, you know, but I'll think about you. Yeah, but
You
yeah,
learned it.
It's been fun, and it's. Gosh, I don't know what else to say other than thank you all so much, and thank you for being here, and it's been an honor to work with each and every one of you, and I hope, you know, wish you all the best, and I know retirement will come for each one of you, you know, sooner than you realize. Be sure and save some extra money. So again, thank you so much for everything.
You forgot to tell them who trained you when you came here.
Well, actually, that is a good point. I didn't want to go on for too long, but the fact of the matter is, my first day here, Tony Jones and another fellow by the name of Mike Burnett, his wife is Maggie Burnett, who was called up Public Works over the years, and you would get hurt. Anyhow, yeah, it was, yeah, I walked on the job, and it was Tony and Mike, and about where we're standing, my first job was cleaning off something called sludge drying beds. They had gotten full of weeds, and the weeds needed to be pulled out, and there I was over there, you know, and it was, yeah, there were a couple things that were going on that day. My second job was to clean out a toilet. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, it was a bit of a, you know, sort of like I was trying out for a fraternity house. One of the fellows who was here worked at the time with a fellow named Archie Creef, and saw Randy around. And, you know, I was in there swabbing the thing. You know, I knew I want this job, you know, go ahead and get this done, you know, just go, you know, and Archie, God, isn't it a damn shame, the college guy, got to clean toilet. But it was worth it, and yeah. And again, you know, I had talked my way in, you know, I had been down to the plant a time or two before, and so thanks for reminding me of that. Very good. Okay, thank you. Okay, all right, thank you.